Hello all. This week's Flipgrid is all about planning, specifically lesson planning. The planning is one of any educator's most time-consuming parts of their career. Even as college instructors, you're going to find that we have planning meetings, we put together agendas, we read the material ahead of time, we figure out what the best scope and sequence is. And oftentimes that works really well, and oftentimes it doesn't. In content, in D2L, you're going to find a tab called Lesson Planning, and that's split into 3 different sections. The first section is all about why we plan. How come that takes place? Why do we do it at all? You're going to find a lot of teachers who are experienced don't plan nearly as much as you will when you're first beginning. The second section is several resources of how others have planned. They're actually databases of existing lesson plans, and we tried to include places where you can find all different topics and content areas. And the third section is all about how we make those plans scaffold and go from the very basic low-level Bloom taxonomy level all the way up to the critical thinking pieces that need to exist. And I've included Webb, I've included Bloom, and I've included Marzano in that. Along with, if you're a Seinfeld fan, the Seinfeld take or analogy of Bloom's taxonomy is a good analogy of what actually Bloom's taxonomy is like, using the show's premise for that. I want you to concentrate, we want you to concentrate this week on the why section. Why do we plan? Why do we put all of that time and effort into creating a lesson plan that goes forward into the class? But of course, look at it all and include info from all of it in your Flipgrid response this week. So we want you to think about 2 questions this week. And the first question is going to have you just basically take the information, and I want you to explain 3 things that you understand about planning. Then I want you to look at that same information, and I want you to explain 2 things that you still have questions about. Those questions could even be concerns that you have about the lesson planning process, and then explain 1 thing that you think after all of this reading that you will implement in your own classroom in the future. The other question that we'd like you to address is about you as a teacher. Last week's Flipgrid talked about you as a passionate teacher, and you're going to hear us refer to that a lot, about why you're teaching, what really drives you, what motivates you in the classroom. And I want you to answer the question, what strengths do you see in yourself that you think will make you a successful planner of those lessons for the students? So concentrate on those things. Again, this is your Monday assignment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Bye.